What have you kind of said to your defense to try to keep them motivated and not let them get to their heads about how these last two games have gone?
Yeah, I mean, we've played a lot of good defense even in the last two games. We just haven't played complete games of great defense or good enough defense. So we try to focus on the positive, but at the same point, we still got to call out and hold accountable the things that aren't up to our standard. So, I say it every week, but we're always in a constant battle to try to get it right. We're in love with the process, and we know that if our process continues to improve and if our process is good, we'll like the result.
So Ryan told us that you guys have had so many, due to injuries, and you have to play so many guys in the secondary. How has that been a challenge? One, getting guys ready, but how's it been a challenge just having to rotate and use so many guys to kind of throw in the secondary?
Yeah, the good thing is we got a lot of good players. And everybody we're putting on the field is more than capable. The challenge just becomes the cohesiveness. Guys get used to communicating with the same guy on the field and those types of things. But listen, injuries are a part of the game. I mean that comes with the territory. We're no different than anybody else at this point of the year. So, again, we got a bunch of good players, and the more they're on the field together, the easier things go. But we know that's can't lean on that as a crutch. And at the end of the day, got to execute with the guys we have on the field.
In terms of the communication cohesiveness, is that in order to have that better, is that just a repetition of live reps in game, or can that be replicated in practice?
Yeah, I mean, practice definitely helps. Like today we play music and it's loud and forces you to make calls and be on the same page and all those things. So you can get good work at it at practice, yeah.
And I guess also too, just from the mental side as a coach, how difficult is it to kind of get players to stay not focused, but more like get past two losses like this? Because obviously with the mental aspect, two of these losses can weigh on you. So how do you as a coach try to coach past that, I guess?
Yeah, we're humans, right? So we all, we feel how we feel. Disappointment is disappointment, and it could be a college football game. It could be, something in your life. So you have to be mentally tough. It takes grit, and that's what we preach to our defense every day. And whatever we'll do, whatever our players will do in life, they will be successful if they have grit and they're able to push through.
But looking at how they've played out, the fact that you guys have had leads, you were in overtime with ECU, you're right there. It's not like the wheel has to be completely invented.
Yeah.
How do you get that message across to the players that it's not like you have to start from day one?
Sure. Our message following the game was just consistency. Again, there's a lot of drives in the last several weeks where we've played really, really good defense. And, then there's some drives where it's, one guy made a wrong call, one guy lost his eyes, one guy's out of a gap, and then next thing you know, that's big play, and you let them right back in it. So our message has just been consistency. And obviously for consistency, it's something you have to do every day. So it starts at practice.
This Tulane offense has, I know their defense gets a lot of attention, but their offense does have some playmakers over there. I think one of the receivers is one of the lead ones in the conference. They have a running back that burned this team last year. What are you seeing from this offense from Tulane that presents so many different challenges?
Yeah, I rightfully so. Their defense gets a lot of credit. They've played outstanding defensively, and those coaches have done a great job. But I look at their offense. I think they've got as many weapons as anybody we've seen. I mean, you mentioned the tailback. In my opinion, the quarterback is a draft pick. I mean, he is very, very talented. He's big. He's physical. He can run. He can extend plays. He has a cannon for an arm. He sees the game very well. He's hard to fool, and he operates the offense well. You can see him getting in and out of the right plays, and so it'll be a great challenge for us.
I guess since you mentioned their quarterback, Michael Pratt, this has been now 3 weeks, I guess, for you guys to basically experience quarterbacks. So does that kind of excite this defense a little bit because you are facing a quarterback that's going to be just as chest heavy, I guess, as you guys will be?
Yeah, we're always up for a challenge, right? I mean, that's why you come to Memphis. That's why you play college football. You don't get juiced up for every game, but the big games are the ones you want to play in, right? I mean, that's why we do what we do, and we're all competitors, so we all look forward to the biggest challenges and want to do our best.
I guess speaking of that now, since you mentioned, I mean, this is the first time. I know Mississippi's ranked, and I know Houston was ranked before the season, but you guys are entering a game now for the first time against a ranked opponent. So I guess since the guys are a little bit more fired up because they know this is a chance to kind of, make a statement after these last 2 games?
I hope so. I know they'll be up to the challenge, and we've got some guys from that state and from that area, and I know those guys will be anxious to go home and play well in front of their family and those kinds of things. So I know our guys will be excited. We have not had an issue of playing hard. It's never been a problem for us. Our guys love to play. They love to play for each other and with each other, so they'll be excited.
Does it also make it more exciting that you guys are in a position in terms of, conference standings to be the thorn in Tulane and against UCF to bring yourself up higher in the standings against some of these teams at the top right now?
Sure. I think you embrace any role you can get, right? So right now maybe it's the underdog role or the spoiler role maybe is a better way to say it. But, again, we're day to day. Right now we're focused on Wednesday practice, and we'll go watch a film and see what it looks like and get ready for Thursday practice. We'll get ready for Friday, and then we'll get ready for Saturday.
So with some of the injuries, have you kind of looked at maybe, moving, well, specifically, are there any guys you're maybe moving around to say in case, injuries do happen, or any guys you may be looking at try out different positions to kind of see what role they may play in case, I know Quindo's day-to-day, I know Paul goes day-to-day, any kind of movement there personnel-wise?
Yeah, you got to cover your bases, right? So you got to be able to rep some guys in different spots for the what-if scenarios and those types of things. So, yeah, there'll be a couple moving pieces on the board there, and just hard to give you specifics because sometimes it's if you move one, then you got to move 2 to cover because one so you got to be able to cover all your bases there. So there's been some different guys in different spots.
Appreciate it.
Cool. Thank you guys.